Come on over. Bring a friend. Bring a few. Our home is your home. New Brunswick. Always inviting.
Welcome to Shutterspeed Photography Challenge.
A show where 6 photographers compete in the ultimate photo showdown. Out of the 6 contestants, only 1 can walk away with the grand prize.
A spot on the Mark Hemmings and James Wilson Tuscany, Italy photo workshop worth over $7,000.
Came here to play, now I want to win.
In order to win, they'll need to make it through 5 unique challenges.
In 5 beautiful locations. I'm Mark Hemmings.
And I'm Sam Kaminsky.
And this
is Shutterspeed Photography Challenge. Our favorite adventure photo of the day was from Kate. Wow. Unfortunately, on that note, we do need to send one of you packing today.
Fabian, I want to thank you for your image and for being a part of Shutterspeed Photography Challenge. Photographers, welcome to challenge number 2 in the beautiful Kennebecasis Valley. So today we're going to test your photo studio chops.
That's right, Mark. Photographers, today it's all about how well you use lighting. And your subject for today is going to be, drum roll please, yourselves.
Oh, wow.
So what we're going to do is find out how you deal with self-portraiture in studio.
So for today, we're giving you the artistic reins. So whether you want to capture some joy or sorrow, make it more contemplative, or even be more creative and experimental, it's entirely up to you.
And the technical side is going to be very interesting. We have plenty of continuous studio lights for you to use. We'd like you to use 3 of them. You can mix that with the natural window light if you want, and we have a backdrop, you can use that. We have tripods, we have everything that you need to get your vision of yourself.
For today's challenge, we're going to be evaluating you on 3 components: creativity, emotion, and lighting.
So, photographers, are you ready? Are you set?
Yes. Go!
Today's self-portrait challenge is at the Wells Community Center in the beautiful Kennebecasis Valley, New Brunswick. Our 5 photographers will each have to submit a self-portrait that will be evaluated on creativity, emotion, and lighting.
When Mark announced the challenge with self-portraiture, it was a little more unnerving than even day 1.
Can this come right off? Oh, there, I got it. Never mind.
It's a whole new day. I mean, yeah, yesterday I came in second, but I could go home today.
My strategy for today is going to be to really plan out in my head what I plan to do before I get in there.
I'm gonna try a portrait using my 85.
I've done self-portraits before, so we'll see how it goes today.
I never use a tripod either, so even this is like dusty.
I don't know what the emotion's going to be yet, but it's going to be intense.
I'm trying to right now set up at least a 3-point light system with my key light, a hair light, and something on the back.
I don't really care about the 15-minute extra bonus this time. I just want to make sure that I get a good picture and get as solid a picture as I can.
There's a photo I saw of Jeremy Allen White a while ago that I really liked.
I'm a little bit more confident about today. Yesterday I was confident, but the score didn't turn out the way I thought it was going to.
Testing our abilities to think quickly on our feet is terrifying, but also really exciting.
What I'm trying to do is just kind of portray a playful relationship with me and my camera.
My vision is really strong for what I want, but my technical practice and knowledge of what's happening is really weak.
The challenge is to take a creative self-portrait, and I haven't been in a studio in 20 years.
You gotta be conscious of everything. Fingers, facial expression, where your hand.
The lighting, moving it around myself and having to take the photos myself and doing all of that was, a bit of a challenge.
Can someone make me laugh?
I'm praying for a miracle.
Just fill light here. Perfect. Nice and close.
Almost there.
I was confident getting my frame set up in the first 15 and then taking the second 15 to execute the shot and lighting.
So Mark, we did portraits last season, but not self-portraits. What would you say is the biggest challenge of getting a good self-portrait?
Well, both being in front of the camera and behind, really tricky. Also, taking the picture. Are you going to use a remote release? How are you going to do it?
Yeah, it's a challenge to figure it out.
Yep. So you were here last season. How would you approach this challenge if you were here?
I think I'd focus on just having fun and being myself. If you have authenticity in your photo, it's always going to be a winning choice.
Well, let's check in to see how they're doing.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Hi, Amy.
Hi, Sam.
How are we feeling? I noticed a few deep breaths. Are we feeling a little anxious?
Oh my goodness.
Did you have a concept already when you came onto set?
When I heard creative portrait, I thought maybe doing double exposure might be a fun concept.
Awesome. And then I did notice that you had a bit of a wardrobe change.
I just thought that it would be good to just be more plain. I took my glasses off as well, just like be more authentically myself.
Yeah, and that was part of the brief, so that makes sense.
Okay, great.
Awesome. Well, you're doing a great job. Wish you luck.
Yes.
Keep shooting. Don't got much time left.
No, I don't.
Matt, we're right down to the wire. Time is ticking. Now, technically, I see that you used your app in order to compose. Do you feel that this whole thing would have been possible without using that app screen?
I think it would have been possible, but it definitely would have taken a lot longer of a setup where I was a little bit more comfortable right away of having my live view on my phone.
Okay, well, I'm not going to take too much of your time. You have a very, very few minutes left, so I'm going to take off. Okay?
Thanks, Mark.
Nice work.
Hi, Sylvie.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm feeling a little better
Yeah?
than I did coming in.
Yeah. So now that you have your lighting set up, how are you feeling about portraying that emotion? Do you have an idea, or are you just going to play around?
I'm usually a pretty bubbly, flirty, fun kind of person.
I got that.
On the other flip coin, I can be very emotional at the drop of a hat. So I'm just gonna sit here, and whatever comes out is whatever's gonna come out.
Well, I'm really liking what I'm seeing. I wish you the best of luck. I'll let you keep shooting.
Okay,
All right.
thanks.
Bye.
So that my lighting is set up, I'm feeling good. I'm just gonna go for a broad range of poses and emotions and try to convey who I am and how I come across, and maybe try to sneak a message in there somewhere as well. So let's see what happens.
I don't think that I'll be able to make the 15 minutes, but I'll push through and use the 30.
I've gotten something that resembles what I was imagining, so now I'm gonna go on to the next phase of this photo. I had already started the concept. It was a big idea. I'm feeling like I just have to follow through with it.
I never do self-portraits anymore. I've done them in the past, but I never do them anymore.
This is so silly.
I'm just gonna kind of keep going with some of these because I feel like in the end it's gonna be my posture and expression that I'm really gonna kind of go for.
Time? I'm gonna go for those 2 points. I've got it set up within 10 minutes. I think it's 10 minutes. I've asked them to give me like that 5-minute warning, so I'm just gonna go for it. I think I'm done.
That's a wrap.
Done.
I did it, so that's all right.
I think I'm good.
I'm gonna go with my intuition. That's always been my go-to, my strategy. Trust your gut, trust your instinct. I hope it's good enough to get me to the next round.
I've got the light placement where I wanted it. It presented me. It was clear. That's the image I've chosen, and hopefully it'll do well.
I'm not 100% sure that the technicalities are what the judges are looking for, but I'm hoping that the mood and the message that the photo is sending will make up for any technical imperfections.
I really pushed myself, and I feel like I technically did the job, even though it's a bit of a wild image. So I am happy with it, and we'll see what happens.
I'm really excited about this image, and I hope that Sam and Mark both enjoy it as well.
Photographers, we made it to the end of the challenge, and both of us would just like to congratulate you on an excellent job. We really look forward to going through them.
Sylvie, you had the fastest time today. That must have been a challenge considering the nature of what we had to do today.
I figured I needed those 2 points.
All right, Amy, great job today. We really loved that you went for a big swing. You took a risk with a double exposure and had a really creative, out-of-the-box concept. Great job.
Thank you.
We were a little bit concerned with the expression on your face. We didn't know if it really matched the concept that you were going for, and we found some of the lines and the triangles a little bit distracting. Can you walk us through your choice of that particular double exposure?
I felt that it was, empowering in its emotion and also kind of looking towards the future in a way. And so it felt like it did fit within what I was going for.
Awesome, thank you.
Matt, about your photo. First of all, I was really impressed with your use of the spotlight. That's something that I found very unique. However, I do notice you have color on your tattoos. What was your choice of choosing monochrome instead of color, which would have shown off your tattoos even that much more?
I've always been a huge fan of black and white portraits, or even adding a little bit of a tealish blue into the shadows of it. So when I went for this one, I went for the black and white and added that, hoping that the contrast would make the tattoos pop out more.
Okay, thank you.
Kate, we really loved your concept. We could see the love of photography in the photo that you chose. However, we did find that there were quite a few technical issues with the photo. Even if you zoom in a little closer, you can see you tried to blur the background and the edges are a little blurry and unclear. So we were just wondering, what was your choice with that particular photo?
I was aware that there were some imperfections there, but I just felt that the expression of the photo conveyed what I was trying to say about my relationship with photography.
Jason, first of all, I really appreciate symmetry, and you made really good use of symmetry on the barn door, which I also appreciate. However, what I'd like to know is you played it safe. In my mind, maybe a little bit too safe. What was your thought process with that as well?
In regards to the safe aspect, it was, my focus was just making sure that I got the requirements of a self-portrait, the 3 light placement, and making sure that it was a strong, clear photo that was well lit. It was just timing that I wasn't able to completely do everything.
Sylvie, we thought your photo was very well lit and technically perfect. Great job on that. Now, we did have a bit of a confusion around the choice of the hand on the face. So can you walk us through that?
It's kind of like my yin and yang personality that I'm gonna cry because that's what I do and it means a lot. Seem like I'm extroverted when I'm really not. And it seems like I'm confident when I'm really not. So it was those 2 sides of me.
Thank you so much for sharing that.
Well, photographers, you've made it, and the time has come to choose a winner. And indeed, we have chosen a winner. And I must say, it was by a fairly large margin. I would like to congratulate Matt. You are the winner of today's challenge.
Hey, thank you.
Congratulations.
It was pretty shocking to be the winner of the day. I was confident in my setup, but I wasn't quite sure what anyone else had done. So it was kind of just waiting in the middle and hoping that it all went my way.
Now the hard part. Deep breaths, everybody. And the photographer who fell short today is Jason. I'm so sorry, my friend. It's been a pleasure having you on the show. Thank you so much for being here.
You know, I'm winning just being here because I've made a whole bunch of new friends. So this is a winning experience no matter what, and I'll take that with me when I leave.
Now, I'd like you to get a good night's sleep because tomorrow we're going to start all over again.
Good night, contestants. Photographers, tough challenge today.
I'm really happy to see that there's another tier of points today. This might be my undoing.
Gotta stay in focus here.
Cool, I'm gonna call it.
This is the hardest part, of course.